G'day guys, my name is Dieter Simon. I'm a superbike racer, number 70. I'm here at Signature Motors today with Wilfred and Rob, and welcome to the Signature Motors podcast. I've always had a passion for Ducati motorcycles. Obviously, as we all know, Ducati's at the pinnacle of motorsport at the moment.
Okay, and you've now mastered the bike now? Not 100%, we never have, but I think you're quite close against the first and the second races I've seen you. I see you've increased every time and grown better.
Due to a relationship, not that I know anything about bikes, Keegan, our marketing manager, come with a marketing strategy and say, listen, don't we want to sponsor a bike? I said, who is it? They said, no, it's Dieter. So immediately said, no, well, we've got a good relationship, and that's where we decided that we're going to support Dieter for this year, and we're quite confident.
I feel that I've got the ability to win. It's definitely not going to be easy, but I would like to be the fastest Panigale in South Africa.
Okay, Dieter, welcome to Signature. Before we talk about this big machine, I think tell the audience who is Dieter, where is our relationship coming from? I'm not a big bike fan, I'm a car dealer, but yeah, let's talk about who is Dieter, what's Dieter doing for a living.
Well, I'm a business owner in the East Rand as well. I've owned East Rand Caravan World, and me and Wilfred met each other a long time ago already. People trading in cars or wanting to trade cars in by me for caravans and vice versa, and that's how our relationship started. We started buying and selling to each other and helping each other out, and we got involved in business like that. And that was about, what, 10, 12 years ago?
Yeah, no, I think it's probably 12, 13 years ago that the relationship started. So yeah, we're still doing business. He's buying cars from us. We're not buying caravans, but we send people to buy caravans from Dieter. So yeah, I think it's a car caravan. It's a relationship.
You obviously do from time to time get customers in that wants to purchase a car from you, who's got a caravan that he's no longer using, and he'd like to trade that in. Obviously, you're not in that game, and that's where I come into the picture. It's when you phone me and say, listen here, Dieter, we've got this caravan, interested, and that's how it started, and that's how it still works today.
But you've also got bikes, don't you? You're a leisure place.
Yeah, so I'm basically a complete leisure dealer at this stage. It's evolved over the years. So I've got caravans, I've got motorbikes as well. We've got a bike shop. We do boats and motorhomes and all of those things as well. So yeah, we're basically a complete leisure dealership at this stage.
Okay, perfect. By the way, yeah, we've also got a bike with Dieter there with him, one of our motorbikes that they are selling for us there, Triumph. Tell us, Dieter, I did a bit of homework, and obviously I've met you now through Wilfred. We came and met where we've gone into the sponsorship with Signature, which we'll get to later. But you used to ride Kawasaki's, ZX, and now you're on the Ducati. Tell us a little bit how that changed and what happened and why you gone to the Ducati Panigale V4.
Yeah. So yes, I was racing in the Sunbet ZX10 Masters Cup Series. I've always had a passion for Ducati motorcycles. Obviously, as we all know, Ducati's at the pinnacle of motorsport at the moment, which bikes are concerned. They are dominating every single era of bike racing at the moment, and that's kind of what led me to when I decided, or when I found out I was fast enough to join the MRSSA series, which we run as the kind of South Africa's national series.
Okay.
I decided, look, if I'm going to compete, I need to compete on a machine that's actually got the electronics and the horsepower and the dynamics to actually be able to win a championship. And this is where the Ducati came in. Obviously, my wife or partner is working for Ducati South Africa, and they put a good deal together for me on the bike, and that's why I'm on this bike. I've always loved it. I've always wanted to race one, and the opportunity presented itself.
But you were on the Kawasaki for how long, if I may ask?
I was on the Kawasaki. I started in 2022, mid-season, and then I ended mid-24.
Where did you come in that and how and why?
So there's 3 classes in the Kawasaki ZX10 class. You've got your Masters, which is 35 to 40 years old. And then from 40 to 50 year old was your Grandmasters, and then you've got your Veterans. So I was racing in the Grandmasters category. The first year, or the first half a year that I did, unfortunately, I also crashed at Kyalami and I broke my shoulder blade. So I think I ended up around about 7th in that championship in my class. And then 23, I managed to finish up in, if I'm not mistaken, it was 4th place.
Okay.
And I was on course last year to finish 2nd behind Graham from Radar.
Okay.
But then mid-season, I made a switch, going over to the Ducati and then trying to get to grips with that so that I can race a full season. Yeah, so I still ended up in 5th overall place for that race season, yeah.
Okay, all right. And then you've changed over into the Ducati. That's right, Panigale, and now this year you're going to start off with it. I think our first racing is
First race is 20 and 21st. So 20th of February will be a free practice, and then
Okay.
21st will be qualifying in our first races, yeah.
okay, perfect. So where is that? The first race?
It's at Zwartkop's race, right?
That's what Corps Raceway. Okay, and you've now, let me put it this way, mastered the bike now. We're good. Well, not 100%. We never have, but I think you're quite close against the first and the second races I've seen you. I see you've increased every time and grown better and grown faster on the bike and everything like that. But obviously the first race is going to show where it's going to be.
No,
And where you're going to sit. So it takes a few races to get the feel.
100%. I've done a hell of a lot of work in the off season to get to grips to the bike. I think I'm finally there where I'm at a tipping point where things are starting to work out for me now nicely. Okay. So yeah, I think first race will definitely show what we've got and where to work to from there.
Great. And then I'd like to ask Wilfred, okay, how did the sponsorship between you two come for the motorbike? Because I see there Signature Motors, LSD, we put all the stuff on, AutoWorks. Maybe Wilfred can, then you can just explain, how did that come about?
Yeah, I think due to the relationship, not that I know anything about bikes, but due to the relationship, Keegan, our marketing manager, come with a marketing strategy and say, listen, don't we want to sponsor a bike? I said, who is it? They said, no, it's Dieter. So immediately said, no, well, we've got a good relationship, and that's where we decided. I think that's where the whole thing started. And we decided between Signature Motors and our workshop department, which called LSD, that we're going to support Dieter for this year. And we're quite confident with our logos and branding that Dieter will do well, and we will get our marketing response back from the race courses.
Perfect. And now tell me the class. What is this class that you're in on the Panigale? Because I know there's different classes. So maybe you can go through that with us and tell us just what are the classes, why you picked this class, what is the reason for that, so that everybody on the podcast can just understand it a bit better. Because obviously not everybody understands bikes. I come from that game, so I do understand the biking and the car game and the racing game. So maybe you can just share a little bit what are the classes and why this class.
Right, so the classes in the MRSSA series at this stage is your Premier Superbike class, which is the likes of Adolf Bossoff and those folks racing on new spec R1s and Hondas and so forth. The class just underneath that is called the Unlimited class.
Okay.
That's also a mixed class. And then you've got the Bots class. That's the class I decided to enter in this year. And that's basically a full grid of Ducati Panigale, 2024, 23 up until 26. 25, 26, yeah. And the reason why I chose that class is because I feel that I've got the ability to win. It's definitely not going to be easy. There's very, very good competition out there. But I would like to be, at the end of this year, the fastest Panigale in South Africa. That's basically my point on track, if I can say.
If I can ask, what's bots, so that people can understand what do you mean with the word bots?
So the bots class, it's called Battle of the Twins. Okay. So now this obviously is not a twin, it's a V4.
Yes.
This class has evolved over the years.
Okay.
From being 2-cylinder motorcycles to V4 motorcycles, which includes your Aprilia,
Yes.
Ducati and stuff like that. But all the bikes on that grid at this stage is V4 Panigales.
Okay.
And that's the reason why I decided to enter that. I'd like to measure myself up against the other guys on the same equipment.
Okay, and tell me something. How many guys are in the class that you're competing in at the moment?
Robin, if I'm not mistaken, we're about 12 bikes on the grid in the bots class this year.
Okay, and there's not in the bots like normally you get the bots at class where it's high and then lows and everybody rides in that class, like a two section. This is just a one side. So one group, one guys, all the same. Whoever wins there, wins there. So if I'm seeing you on the racetrack in the bot class and you're third in that class. That's how I see it.
100%. Yeah.
So it's not like you're in a different class in that class, if you know what I'm trying to say, when there's quite a lot of bucks. Okay. So that'll help us to understand and see. Okay.
Dieter, I think everybody think you got this lovely bike and you just jump up and you drive, but there's probably preparation that you need to do. Just tell the viewers out there that there's a lot of preparation before you get on a machine like this.
Wilfred, let me tell you this. First of all, if you're not fit, this thing it'll rip your arms off. You need to be fit. So I jog, I gym, all of those things every day of my life. You eat clean, you live a healthy life, you try your best to be in the best possible state physically when you get to race day. But even more than that is a mental preparation. I think, as I say, moving from the Kawasaki ZX-10 that you got on, you turned the throttle and the bike went forward, and where this bike, like, really you need to be precise on it. It wants precise input. It wants you to do things not in a radical way. It's difficult to understand. Lucky for me, my teammate Dave Veringa, he's been on newer spec bikes most of his life, or most of his racing career. So he actually helped me a lot. I mean, if I just went what I did last weekend at the track preparation wise, riding the bike to get to a lap time, to what I had to do this week. I mean, this week we just calmed everything down a little bit, gave a little bit less throttle input at sometimes. Make sure you finish a corner before you start rolling on. That's what this bike requires. You need to ride the bike to its best ability, or to its best, can I say, attributes. And that's very difficult on this, to get to understand that from where I was on a bike where you just like turn the throttle and hope for the best. This doesn't work that way.
No, it's clear that you don't just jump on a bike like this, not prepare. I mean, you said to me you lose about, what, 8 kilos, 12 kilos?
I've lost 8 kilos.
8 kilos from December. So it's a lot of preparation to drive one of these things. And as Robert say, we're going to be in full support for your team.
If I can just add one thing there, these bikes have got full telemetry on them. So what's nice about it is you can actually read on a computer what it is that you do on the bike, and then from there work out what you actually should do and what the bike. So it'll tell you that your rear wheel's sliding too much, which means you're giving too much throttle, or you're braking too hard, or you're braking full too long, and so with that, now that's a whole new aspect of racing that I never thought I would even have to know, but you now have to know it, and you need to work on those things to actually make you faster.
Yeah, I think that's why people can also see that Signature Motors is not getting involved in on a 125 motorbike. We want to sponsor something that's it's out there. It's not always about winning, but I mean, we're confident that you guys is going to do well. It's your first year in that bracket, and we look forward for a good relationship in the next year or so.
And just to let everybody know, Dieter also supported us. And he bought a vehicle as well for us. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, to be honest with you, Rob, it's actually not even the first vehicle that I bought from you. I think I bought like 3 or 4 over the years.
Okay, nice.
The last one was for my son, for his 18th. Okay, so nice. It was a very special thing to be able to come to you guys and say, this is what I need. This is what my lighty wants. He came, he had a look at everything, and he was very happy with his one little vehicle. We decided to purchase it, and as always, the service was just immaculate. Everything just went smooth. We weren't pressurized into taking a specific vehicle. I mean, when I first spoke to you when we brought you, we were looking at something, and then he decided, but that's not quite what he wanted, and you guys accommodated me, and we got the right car for him, and he's very happy. He drives it up and down now, and he's so happy with it. But everything that happened behind the scenes to get into that vehicle was just, it was so smooth, and it was so easy, and you never felt pressured, and the car was done on time, perfectly the way I asked for it. It was clean. It was the whole experience was just wonderful for me.
100%, and that's what, yeah, at Signature we strive towards, to really make sure that we can get you that service for all our clients. People, 21st of February, out at Swartford.
Fox races.
That's where we're going to have Wednesday, just before the race. Obviously, the podcast is going out, so please, everybody, jump in and go. Let's. We do that every Wednesday. It's not just going to be about this. It's going to be about all the other stuff with Signature. So please, guys, go in, subscribe, comment, talk to us, let us know what you want us to discuss next. Whatever there is, good or bad, bring it. So the bad we can fix to make it nice, and the good that we can just increase that and build on that and build on that. So yeah, good luck. We're going to see you on the 21st. Definitely there, and the future months that we do you racing around here in Gauteng. So down at P when you're riding there in Cape Town, unfortunately, I don't think we'll see you down there, but we'll definitely have our customers, if we've got any, to come out there and then support you there as well.
Absolutely, and I hope really that come end of the season, you'll be standing here with the first place trophy. That's always the aim, and that's what I'll work towards.
100%.
And I really hope that this collaboration between us works for everybody. And at the end of the year, we're going to sit here with a smile. And hopefully, I'll try my utmost best, and we'll take whatever we get.
That's it. That's all we can do. Just give our best and push through, and that's what
I always say. Right, guys, so a little competition. We are racing, as you know now, the 21st of February at Swartkops. If you guys can guess the top speed that I will do on this machine, going up the back straight on race day, there's some merchandise and 2 tickets available for the next race, which will be Kyalami, and that will then be sent to you with the dates and everything.